But wait. Fuck, this scene. I'll forget a lot of bullshit. Yeah, the credits are showing, but... So this is what got me. So the credits show, you think Snake, he's got a gun in his mouth and you hear the gunshot, right? So it does the cast. David Hayter. See, the first thing it does is the cast. I'm like, okay, it's doing the cast first. Sometimes it does that, sometimes it doesn't. Whatever. No big deal. Well, who fucking cares, right? Crispin Freeman did an enemy soldier. He does Winston in Overwatch. Banana. Crispin Freeman does one of the main characters, one of the most lovable characters from Overwatch, Winston, the big gorilla and shit. Overwatch, we need you. You know, with the monkey with the glasses. And he was just a soldier. Voice of God, Hideo Kojima. Josh Keaton, fucking young Ocelot, not old Ocelot, obviously. Josh Keaton is Prince Anduin in World of Warcraft. Fucking Big Boss. I was like, Big Boss is fucking... When I first saw that, like at that point, the text is fading. Fucking things are blowing up on me. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't see Big Boss in this game.
That's right. Good. No need for you to go just yet. It's been a long time, Snake.
The man. Boss.
Big Boss.
What, are you gonna fucking fight him, really?
Let it go. My son.
Should I call you
I'm not here to fight. Or should I call you brother? What? It's over. Time for you to put aside the gun and live. It all began with a bunch of old fools. Now, they've all passed away. Their era of folly is over. I'm the only one left, and soon I'll be gone too. How can you still be alive? That body, liquid burned on the Volta,
It wasn't mine.
wasn't mine.
Solidus.
That was the body of a clone. Solidus.
He was so perfect. The closest thing to Big Boss, they thought it was Big
He
Boss.
was a perfect clone.
Yeah.
Zero and the proxy AIs that came after him were convinced that Solidus was me. I was implanted with nanomachines, kept in a state of eternal sleep by JD and the proxy AI. They had me sealed away completely. Not only my physical body, but my will, too. The technology was similar to what they used to restrain the B&B members you encountered. For me to wake again, the system had to be destroyed, one way or another. Ocelot and Eva wanted two things: to bring me back to life, and to end the Patriots. That meant destroying the AI and killing the man, JD and Zero. Right before you uploaded the virus into GW, the way to JD was opened, but only through the physical manifestation of GW. That's when we finally learned the location of this man, Zero. For me, and for them, for Naomi, nothing was more important. And it was for that they put their grand scheme into motion. Eva stole my body from them and reconstructed it by replacing the missing parts with pieces from Liquid and Solidus. And Ocelot, in order to fool the system, used nanomachines and psychotherapy to transplant Liquid's personality onto his own.
So
He used hypnotic suggestion to turn himself into Liquid's mental doppelganger. For all our advances in nanotechnology, information and genetic control, they've never managed to control people at will, let alone turn one person totally into another.
So Ocelot was never Liquid Snake. He just pretended to be to trick
Under
the
certain
proxy AIs.
Someone can be made to play a specific role.
It was all for that. He became someone else.
Someone else.
All the arm thing, brother. That was all an
Play
act.
as snakes.
He was pretending to be Liquid. Liquid died, and Shadow Moses. He pretended to be Liquid
It all
Snake.
started with him.
And look at Major Zero, a shell of his former self.
Zero grew old, and by the end his Patriots were being run by a network without shape or form. What do you mean, without shape or form? The proxies were only one small part of the vast cycle that Zero created. The corporations, for-profits, and research institutions that comprise the military-industrial complex were part of it too. They operated on budgets automatically allotted to them by the proxies. Accounts maintained by the Patriots. The network covered everything from weapons R&D and investment to production and marketing. It encompassed the people, the companies, even the laws that protect them. Politics and economics became nothing more than iterations of the same oppressively uniform system. I don't think anyone realized that it was all a setup, a mere set of norms. The Patriots were those norms, a neural network reduced to its simplest form. That's what they really represented. Uniformity without individual will, without change. But then one day, those norms suddenly deviated from that pattern and underwent a mutation. It was like the birth of a new life form. The system found a new way to propagate itself.
The war economy.
War. The norms the Patriots had crafted for their unified state quickly became dependent on a single business, the war economy. Meanwhile, the political cause of creating a cleaner, safer battlefield provided a convenient catalyst. By then, the system was no longer being steered by Zero's will, or anyone else's. It was then that the norms, manifested as AIs, the inheritors of Zero's will, began to reproduce and take on a life of their own. Zero's original intent was to carry on the boss's will and establish a unified world state, an inside world. But his successors failed to carry on his will. Eventually, JD became the very age itself, propagating its will as it pleased, and this age chose to act through economics instead of nation-states. Powered by the industrial and digital revolutions that came before it, this age gave birth to a twisted economic revolution, a battlefield revolution. It created a new world without substance. In this new world, there were no ideologies, no principles, no ideals, not even the thing she treasured most, loyalty. There was only the war economy. It was a colossal error in judgment, one Zero couldn't possibly have foreseen. With the American system in a state of collapse, the Patriot society has reverted to a blank slate. This man was the source of it all. And he doesn't even realize it. He's completely unaware of the fact that he led the world to the brink of ruin. Even with so much bad blood between us, it's funny. Now that I'm actually face to face with him again, the hatred is gone. All I feel is a deep sense of longing.
And pity.
And pity. Did Zero really hate me? Or did he fear me?
A little bit of both.
It's too late to ask him now. The original members, Paramedic, Sigint, Eva, Ocelot, they've all passed on. Only Zero is left.
And you.
Everything has its beginning, but it doesn't start at one.
Starts long before that.
It starts long before that, in chaos. The world is born
At zero.
from zero. The moment zero becomes one is the moment the world springs to life. One becomes two, two becomes 10, 10 becomes 100. Taking it all back to one solves nothing. So long as zero remains, one will eventually grow to 100 again. And so, our goal was to erase Zero. Even the mighty Patriots began with a single man. That one man's desires grew huge, bloated, absorbed technology, began to manipulate the economy. We realized too late that we had created a beast. We had helped turn 0
To
into
100.
100.
100.
His sin was ours. And for that reason, I'm taking it upon myself to send 0 back to nothing.
Are you going back to 0 too? Like that.
You going back to 0 as well?
Like, fuck you.
You erased me 2 times before. Today,
Mark it.
mark the 3rd. The fox die 0 planted in you. It's already begun eating away at my body.
That Drebin put in him was from the Patriots. Hopefully one day Snake would run into him and kill him, which is what's happening.
Die in you is what killed Eva.
Yep.
Ocelot. What are you talking about? Naomi. She told me everything. What's wrong? They did it again. Oh, they used you to kill me. The Patriots. No, they're proxies. In order to bury us. They did it again. In the end, they're no more than a program. All they can do is repeat the same pattern over and over again. Do me a favor, will you? Take me over to her.
Boss. His grave, well, his fake grave, is right next to the boss's grave. Now he wants to be taken to the boss's grave.
There's one more thing Naomi wanted me to tell you. About the old fox die in your body. The one that mutated. The new fox die inside you continues to multiply. At the same time, it is preventing the old mutated fox die from reproducing.
So Snake's no longer a biological weapon. So he bought himself some time.
Fox die is uprooting the old.
Bought himself some time with us here on Earth.
Naomi confirmed it in her follow-up. The mutants are receding. Before long, they'll be gone entirely.
Does that mean the mutant strain won't cause an epidemic?
It will only live as long as you do. But even then, the process will just repeat itself. One day, the new fox die too will start to mutate and become a new threat. That is, if you manage to live that long.
Am I going to die?
Everyone dies. You can't stop it. You can't run away from it. Let me tell you something. Don't waste the life you have left fighting. I never thought of you as a son.
But I always respected you as a
I've
soldier.
always respected you as a soldier and as a man. If you'd been in my place back then, maybe you wouldn't have made the same mistakes that I did. Ever since the day I killed the boss with my own hands, I was already dead. Boss, you were right. It's not about changing the world. It's about doing our best to leave the world the way it is. It's about respecting the will of others and believing in your own. Isn't that what you fought for? At last, I understand the meaning behind what you did. At last, I understand the truth behind your courage. It's almost time for me to go. And with me, the last ember of this fruitless war dies out. And at last, those old evils
Will be gone.
will be gone. Once the source of evil returns to zero, a new one, a new future will be born. That new world is yours to live in, not as a snake, but as a man. Know this. Zero and I. Liquid and Solidus. We all fought a long, bloody war for our liberty. We fought to free ourselves from nations and systems and norms and ages. But no matter how hard we tried, the only liberty we found was on the inside, trapped within those limits. The boss and I may have chosen different paths, but in the end, we were both trapped inside the same cage. Liberty. But you have been given freedom. Freedom to be outside. You are nobody's tool now. No one's toy. You are no longer a prisoner of fate. You are no longer a seed of war. Oh, it's time for you to see the outside world with your own eyes. Your body and your soul are your own. Forget about us. Live for yourself. And find a new lease on life.
A nice moment right here. Sharing one final cigar with your old man.
Boss, you only need one snake. No. The world would be better off without snakes. This is good, isn't it?
That last line, this is good, isn't it? It's like after all the war and destruction, like he was almost like he wanted the answer. He wanted to make sure, like, this is good, right? Me and you sharing a cigar, this is good, isn't it? It's like, yeah, man, this is kind of nice. You know, seeing you one last time. And it being in peace. What a fucking masterpiece of a game. What a masterpiece of a game. Oh boy, that hits you. Well, it hits some people in the feels. Hits you right in the feels. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But yeah, man. See, I mean, I've played these fucking games, right? Like some of these games, like I've played, it's been like years and shit. Like it's really been years since I've played them. Since I've read anything about them on a wiki or looked up anything about watch videos, and like I could pick it up, right? Like after it being like years, I could pick it up and just like I know shit. It's weird. Like I know like it happened a second ago. Like I can go, you know, you can go to like a restaurant you've been to a billion times and not remember anything about it. Like any moment, like meeting someone there or getting fucking too drunk, you know. But I don't know, like, or even if you have memorable shit happen. But when I pick up these games, no matter how many times I've played them or how long it's been, like it just hits me every time the same way, like close. Like I have those same feelings of ups and downs and shit. Like it's crazy. Like on some of these games, like not every game, you know. Like I love games like, you know, Super Mario Galaxy, but that was just a fun game. But even then, like it's like happy moments. But like Lines, for instance, like it's been what, 6 months since I played that, and then before then it's been years upon years since I played it. And like Lines, like coming up, like if you watch the video that happens, like I know the next line, or I know, like, you know, what the next line's trying to say or whatever. It's weird. It really is. Like I just like I can't think about any other part of my life where I've been like, oh, I remember that. Like, you know, I remember it happened like that clear to where it happened like just now. Like it just happened 2 seconds ago, but it happened like 5 years ago or 6 years ago. It's so fucking weird. It really is. I mean, obviously I like them, but like, you know, it's the only time where I do that. When during games and stuff. The only time I've ever done that. But yeah, man, that is a fucking masterpiece of a fucking game, dude. Like it makes me want to play all these games over again, which I will get around to. Because I want to do that. That used to be my ringtone too, the old Snake thing. That used to be a ringtone for like years, I think. It was for like years, like 2 years. I remember I had that as my ringtone. And then as my the text, it was the codec, you know. This is Snake. That shit, that was cool. But yeah, Big Boss, man. Like, oh, like as amazing of a game Phantom Pain was, it wasn't even necessary. It was an amazing game, but it didn't add or take away from this. Like it didn't even add to it. Like it was just something cool. I look at that more of like a Metal Gear Rising kind of side story. I really do. Like it adds to it, but it doesn't add to how powerful this was. This is just as powerful. If it hit here, like it still hits here. It doesn't take away from anything. It still hits just as much. You know, with the story. But yeah, Liquid. I love how Liquid was like Ocelot, I should say. It's not Liquid. So when Liquid died on Shadow Moses, he died. He fucking was dead. So the whole grafting the arm to his body and fucking brother, it's been too long, brother. You know what he's trying to pretend to be Liquid. It was like psychokinesis, whatever. He trained his mind to act like Liquid, to walk like him, to remember his life, to imagine like literally like the most stunning Oscar performance ever was by Ocelot. He literally played Liquid Snake from basically he played Liquid Snake for 5 years. That's exactly what happened. The Big Shell incident was 5 years ago. That's when he first started acting like it. Imagine being someone else, not for during a movie shoot or when the director yells action. Imagine being someone else for 5 years straight. Waking up, eating as them, sleeping as them, drinking as them, fucking talking to people as them, their mannerisms, their inclination, like every fucking thing he did, and he did it to trick the proxy AIs. So the proxy AIs would think he was Liquid Snake because the villain of this game was a fucking computer. That's it. The villains of this game were computers running a network, you know, and the war economy and people, they didn't even know they were working for them. That's the thing. The bad guys you didn't really know if you were Rat Patrol. They didn't know they were working for the Patriots, but the Patriots set them up to take out Liquid because Liquid was afraid that Liquid would take the Patriot AI out. But little did the Patriot AI know it was them who took out the Patriot AI. So it was just like Big Boss said, it's just a pattern. They kept doing the same thing over and over again until it worked. And it was working in a sense, it was halting them, but then it backfired on them. And it shut them down. Naomi shut them down with her virus and shit. Like basically wiped out all the good in the system, all the bad in the system, and kept the good. So it was able to destroy it, but keep the good parts intact. Like, like the main infrastructure. It didn't completely destroy it, so it's still there. And the follow-up to this game, chronologically is what's fucking Metal Gear Rising. But again, like chronologically that happens after this game, but it has nothing to do with this game. It doesn't take away from it. It doesn't add to it. It's just perfect. You know what I mean? Like it's just a, you know, a side story. A Gaiden, if you will. That's what a side story, a Gaiden. But yeah, yeah, so look, I guess there's Assassin's Creed song on the iPod. You see how it says an Assassin's Creed? Skywalker sound. Why does it say Assassin's Creed? That's fucking interesting. Here's to you. Yeah. But that was a fucking game, boy. And Snake couldn't have had a better ending. Because presumably what happens now is he lives out the rest of his life in peace, going to grocery stores, watching TV, sleeping in, not fighting. Maybe he finds a girl, maybe he doesn't, maybe he finds someone, maybe he doesn't, but he has a few friends and he dies in peace. No having to worry about fucking sleeping with a gun under your pillow and shit, and looking behind you, looking over your shoulder every 5 seconds because you think that there's going to be a sniper there, some Beauty and the Beast Corps member trying to have sex with you, you know, because that's what they do. They basically bang you to death. And this brilliant man right here, Hideo Kojima, this brilliant, awesome man.
Snake, wait up. You forgot these. No thanks. I'm quitting.
Snake,
These things will kill you.
where will you go? Our fight is finished. There's nothing left for us to do.
No. There's one thing I still have to do. I have to see this age off. See what the future brings.
Just
Sounds
see.
good to me. I'll go with you.
Otacon, I'm gonna be dead soon. You don't have to come.
So?
You said it yourself, Snake. There's nothing inside you can pass on to the next generation.
Well, hang
No
out, man. I'm
genes,
your
no
friend.
memes.
Let's just
You're
hang out.
man-made. You're a beast.
I know. A blue rose. There won't be any happy Beauty and the Beast ending for me. What little time I have left will be spent living as a beast.
Still
The
living.
shadow of the inside. Of the old age.
Exactly. That's why you need me. As a witness.
A witness.
Yeah. Someone on the outside to bear witness to your final days. Someone to pass on your story. Not that I'm the only witness. But I'll remember everything you were. And stick with you to the end.
Otacon.
A bromance. Nothing wrong with that, man.
Besides,
He's got your...
You wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs alone, would you?
That was a fucking game. Ah. Boom. Boom, man, boom.
Come quick! They're ready! They look yummy! Sort of like the sun. It's rising again.
What did I get? A bunch of command vests. I didn't get anything fucking cool, obviously. Sure. Why not? Save the completion data. Don't ask me twice. Boom. Uh, that was beautiful. Made me moist. Well, that is a fucking... what you call a fucking game, ladies and jelly spoons. Man, that was amazing. My first Metal Gear full run, full playthrough. My first one. So I've done a Final Fantasy, I've done a Kingdom Hearts, I've done a Resident Evil, done a Metal Gear. I've done a Dragon Age, but Dragon Quest. But I didn't do the full playthrough. I actually stopped before I did the ending of 11, but I didn't do the second boss. There's another boss. There's a true ending. But like there was just so much on my plate. I was like, fuck, I can't. I mean, that was a lot of fucking game, boy. A lot of game. So many Final Fantasies to play, so little time. I'm probably actually going to play 10 next. Yeah, man. Like, maybe have a vote on it or something. I don't know. The 10's badass. I'll definitely probably... I mean, because I played 9, I could hop around, but I could also be like, let's stay at the top and then work our way down. Or I'll do PSVR game. But awesome. I'm going to edit, fucking get some rest, and I'll be on it early. I'm going to be streaming all weekend, guys. And gals, thanks for tuning in and watching this. If you did, watching that amazing, fucking wonderful game. But I'm going to... 5.5 hours? I need more stamina for this, boy. Fuck. I'm gonna clock out. You beautiful, wonderful people, thanks for tuning in. I will see you on the next one. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Laters.